500,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really hope you guys enjoy the videos. Absolutely insane. But this is the start of a brand new journey, guys. Road to a milli, baby. Subscribe to the channel, like it, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Enjoy the show. Yo, have you guys ever thought about buying a MacBook Pro on Marketplace? And I'm talking about Facebook Marketplace. You can find yourself an insane deal. That's what I did in this video. The guy who I picked it up from was a super chill guy. The only thing is that, I ran into a little problem. I trust you. It turns on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I trust you, bro. I really wasn't expecting it, but he did warn me about battery life, which is why I went to the Apple store and I inquired.
340 bucks to change?
Yeah.
Pretty expensive, bro.
And the speed, you know, for what you paid at the time, I mean, wow, the difference is insane compared to current MacBooks. I also wonder what this guy did with his laptops. But you know what? For 350 bucks, I don't think it's the worst deal. And you're about to find out why. Have it available?
Yes, it's available.
Do you know how many gigs in terms of storage that is?
Phone?
I've messaged so many people. I have messaged a lot.
That's the only one that had a phone number.
Yeah. I've been trying to find a really good deal on a used MacBook. It's definitely not the easiest thing. The issue is that I'm looking for a very specific model at a really good price. Like a really good price, because there are used M1 Airs out there going for 550 Canadian dollars. So I need a machine that can almost beat that on paper. And that day is when I found one, or at least I thought I did. 470, 445. 460, 450, 450, deal closed. He can only tomorrow night though. Yeah.
Say, can you give me a call?
Yeah, told him to call me. It's currently 6 p.m. I'm still waiting for the marketplace guy to get back to me because he wanted us to pick it tomorrow night. I don't want tomorrow night, I want now. So I'll keep you guys posted. I think regardless, I'm gonna spend the night trying to find more deals. Hey Google, turn on everything. Look at this. This is why we kept, look at this.
Is it still available? Are you interested? Yeah, what's your best price? Do 550. Hey, aren't you guys seeing it? I think we should go with them.
Bro, no, bro, because I don't want to, like, we're trying to get the best price. The poor kid, bro.
150 extra over our budget? I think it's a great story.
So this guy literally recognized me from YouTube.
Our cover's been compromised.
Yeah, our cover has... We got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
At this point, I was a bit nervous because I needed to find another deal. With all the people I had messaged previously the night before though, one of them decided to answer, and it was the exact laptop I was hoping on bringing into this video. So MacBook Pro 15-inch 2019 i9 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage. So that's your computer, the one you had. $500. This, my friends, is the exact laptop I was hoping to find on Marketplace. And I was stressed because not only did I want it, but I didn't want to lose the deal by being greedy and trying to get it under $500. If this guy bites, that's a good deal. So I said 480. I'm like 475 and I'm there. I'm like 480. I sent that message and I waited a good amount of time to hear back from him until I did. So apparently, I found a better laptop. Turns out that this is the same laptop Jan had about 5 years ago. He spent $5,000 on that thing. And I'm about to spend $500 Canadian, which is like $350 US. This guy said $500 was the best he can do. Let's go get it. We drove about 35 minutes to get downtown. I rigged myself up with a DJI mic and waited in a mall for about 30 minutes until he was done school. The kid was at school. Stay in school, guys. Just a chill guy telling you guys to stay in school. Oh, he's here. No, it's not you. Hey bro, how are you? Nice to meet you, I'm Andres.
Here's a laptop.
Okay.
It's out of charge right now.
Fine. I trust you. It turns on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I trust you, bro. Anything else I should know, or?
The only thing is the battery kind of degrades after a while.
That's no. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Thank
Sorry-
you, man.
sorry for the
No,
delay.
don't worry.
I
It's
got
fine.
caught up with-
Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I feel you, bro. I've been there. Bye, man. Take care. Ha! We got it, boys.
We addicted to fast cars, bad bras, late nights, last calls, alcohol, bad scrolling.
Been like a week that this has literally been sitting there. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I'm excited to see what this $350 laptop can do. So this here's what 350 American dollars gets you. The body is not in terrible shape. I did take a bit of time to try to clean it as much as I could, but there simply are some blemishes and some scratches that you can't take away. For the most part, I'd say the edges are what took the biggest beating. They are actually pretty scuffed up. I'd say it's all around the laptop, to be honest. And the back? Well, the back is... I think this is the plate that's been damaged the most. I am literally about to open this thing. Let's see. I really hope it turns on. Alright. Wow, okay. Yeah. What the hell? That's crazy. And there's a little dent right here also. I wonder what this is. But other than that, I mean, it looks okay. Let's turn it on. Oh, it turns on, that's for sure. And this is where things started to go downhill. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Oh, come on. This is definitely my fault. The kid that asked me, do you want to turn it on? I should have turned it on, man. It turns on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I trust you, bro. I'm gonna have to try to find him on Facebook. See if I can get a hold of him. I cannot believe damn it. I was kind of stressed. Usually people, when they sell things online, they either take down the post, disappear, or will refuse to help / answer you. I swear I must be the luckiest person in the planet. I sent him a picture, he answered right away. It took like 2 seconds. And we went through it, and he gave me his password, so I'm gonna try that out. Let's see. Let's try his password. Alright, it's working. I think it's gonna die. Let me just plug this in. It died. Oh my god. The next 45 minutes I spent it trying to log into his computer, and it worked, but then when I tried to factory reset it, it asked me for his Apple ID password, which I then told him to just delete the device off his account, thinking it would work. I thought this would work, but I told him to log out from his Apple ID, and I figured it would log out completely from the MacBook. I'm literally just trying to plot something with him. Oh yes sir, okay, this kid is clutch. Gave me his password. Let me log out. I don't know why this kid trusted me so much, because he gave me a temporary password just so I could completely reset his laptop, but it was taking forever. It's a bit slow.
A few moments later.
Bro, this kid forgot to log out from his computer. What computer? The MacBook we bought. So I ended up finding out that even though the laptop connected to my Wi-Fi, it wasn't truly connecting. For testing purposes, I decided to connect the dongle, in which I connected an Ethernet cable that plugged into my switch box so I could troubleshoot the Wi-Fi card. At the same time, I was asking him if he had ever experienced issues with his Wi-Fi, and I was also using Google to just troubleshoot this stuff myself. Alright, so here's the issue. I believe he is from China, don't quote me on that, but currently, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm currently connected to the Wi-Fi. It says I'm connected, but nothing will load. I thought at first, well, it had something to do with a Wi-Fi card damage, but not really. And at this point, I'm not sure myself. Maybe it's some network setting that I have to reset. MAC addresses, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to spend some time trying to figure it out. Never had this problem before. The good news was that I figured out the solution. The bad news, well, I wasted time on something that could have easily been fixed in like 2 seconds. Yeah, it works. I hate when this happens. I don't think there's anything that bothers me more than when I find solutions to problems that the solution is so stupid. Anyway, turns out he had a bunch of proxies set up, so I just needed to basically disable them. And now my Wi-Fi works, so I'm gonna finally, after all this time, erase all the contents on his computer. Send me the code, erase all content and settings. Bam.
If you know how to use VoiceOver, Press the command key while you press touch ID 3 times.
Okay, well, one thing's for sure, it definitely works, so that's good. I'm gonna disconnect all this stuff. The only thing I need to do is go home and go get my MacBook Pro backup SSD. You know, I was thinking, the MacBook is Intel based, my SSD backup is ARM based. How am I gonna, I'm not sure that's gonna work. Look, when I got to the office, I gave it a try. I mean, why not? And while I waited for this to transfer, I took a further look at my $500 computer. Keyboard is definitely not in bad shape. The keys do look like they have been used a lot. At an angle, it doesn't look too bad, but the wear shows. One thing that's good is that the touch bar seems to work very well. The display hinge as well, that's perfect. The screen itself though, could be better. I got this weird stain like if air was trapped in between the glass and the panel, and there's also the lower trim of the panel that seems to be coming off a tiny bit. Other than that, the trackpad also seems to work. My only question is, what in the world happened here? The next day, totally regretted my decision about using my M1 Pro SSD backup for this computer. The computer actually, it wouldn't boot at all. Actually, it would boot, but it would keep shutting off, kind of weird. I had to manually reset it, erase the drive, and reinstall macOS. What a pain in the ass. So that was useless. You know what they say, play stupid games, win stupid prices. Look, the only reason I like using the SSD backup is because I don't have to reinstall everything from scratch, especially setting up iTerm 2 to the way I usually like it. So I'm restarting everything, reinstalling Sonoma. But look, I guess the good part about this is that I'm going to be able to properly test the keyboard, properly test the trackpad, which seems to be working in full, test the touch bar, the speakers, make sure the ports all work, and make sure I check out thermals in general. I forgot how hot these get. Very happy with it because the ports are completely fine. Even the Touch ID feature works like a charm. The last thing this computer needed was a proper update to macOS Sequoia before I started testing it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but I never took the time to validate the specs with whatever the guy was declaring on his post. Yo, you can check the purchase date. I'm trying to find exactly how much this laptop was. It was purchased July 2019. I'm probably YouTube's worst marketplace buyer because I haven't even checked the specs up until now. But it is an Intel Core i9, just like the post said. Intel graphics, 16 gigabytes of memory, and of course 500 gigabytes of storage. But I'm trying to find how much this laptop was exactly back then. And the way I'm checking this is that I'm literally on Web Archive right now, and I'm just trying to find the same specs. Oh, here it is. 2.3 gigahertz, 8-core processor with turbo. Okay, this is exactly it. The only thing I can't seem to locate is the Radeon Pro 560X on this computer. I need to check the system report. Aha, found it. Radeon Pro 560X. This here is a $2,800 US laptop that we bought for $350 US if we do the conversion. That's freaking crazy. Sorry, I'm just so baffled by depreciation. Hey Google, how much is 2,800 US in Canadian?
2,800 United States dollars equals 3,922 Canadian dollars and 88 cents.
That's what's today's rate, but let's do 3,800 for the sake of it times 1.15, so we pay 15% of taxes. $4,370 is what Jan spent back in 2019 for this exact same laptop. I took a good hour to absolutely install every single app I use on the regular within my MacBook so I could properly test this baby right here. Yo, this computer runs so hot. I'm at like 77 degrees. I just took 45 minutes to install like all the tools I needed, and I haven't run a battery test yet, which I will, because the guy did tell me that battery life was like not the best. Right now, if you guys took a look at my Mac Mini review, I'm going to be opening the same exact Rick and Morty project tutorial I've been playing with for the past like year and a half. Let's open that up right here, Rick and Morty. And I want to see how long it takes to open a fresh batch and run the emulator. Okay, it's loading. Not bad. I will say the computer's a tiny bit laggy here and there. Like right now, it's being a bit annoying. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Pre-built. Running. Indexing. Okay, let's run it right now. Wow, that took forever. And it is so slow. Why is it so slow? This is nuts. So the computer is slow on an Xcode type of workflow, but it's not the worst. As you work on it, the emulator becomes faster and faster. The good news is that honestly, just traversing code like going into functions, opening different files in your project tree, using IntelliSense to help you out writing code, just the workflow in general when it comes to writing code seems to be okay. And note I had quite a few apps opened. If I was on Chrome cloning a project from GitHub and then interacting with the terminal and the directory of the clone project to open that on VS Code, that whole experience was very seamless. Where things start to lag again is when you start playing with Docker. As soon as you try to spin a Docker container, well, expect some lag to happen. To be honest, I was using the Docker image for the emulation.js and I couldn't get it to work, so I spent some time troubleshooting it. But with all the stuff I had open at the same time, it was a bit rough navigating the laptop. Look, at this point, I knew exactly what I was getting into, but surprisingly, fans were okay and the temperatures weren't too bad either. Although what I really wanted to test was battery life, mainly because not only was I told by the previous owner that it sucked, but the computer itself also was telling me that it sucked. So I know that Apple has this whole service option. I wonder how much does a battery cost to replace? That could be really interesting. I'm just putting my serial number to see if it can give me a quote. Damn, this computer's slow. Alright, oh boy. Why is it so slow? Battery and power. Choose a topic. Unable to turn on. Power adapter not working. Product battery performance. Let's see. Great. Well, this was useless. It just tells you to go to the store. We are going to the store. I sadly can't bring you guys in because, well, they don't like cameras in there.
Yeah, I'll take care of you.
Yeah? Just how much it will cost to replace. I tried to look online and it's set to come.
Oh, which Mac is that?
2019 MacBook Pro 15-inch.
You go to Monster, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, your face seems familiar, that's why I was...
No, I shaved my mustache.
No, okay, I see.
What am I looking for? Battery.
340 plus
Tax.
And
probably, like, I think that's including labor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
$340 to change?
Yeah.
Pretty expensive, bro.
You have Apple Care on it?
No, bro, it literally just like expired Apple Care.
Damn.
But I bought it online for $500. So like, why am I gonna pay $340 for? You know?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
No, it's cool. At least we're able to like get a number for you.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a cool phone.
It's an Oppo phone.
What the hell is that?
Yo, bro, guess how much? Like $400, bro. The price of a freaking laptop, bro. Well, I don't even know if it's worth it, but $400 if you guys want to replace the battery like that. And the guy that took me, watches the channel.
Of course. Bro. But if you think about it, the math is not that bad.
Bro, it's you're spending. It's bad. Well,
no,
it's bad because you can get an M1. I think you can get a MacBook Air M1 for like $700 used. I think that's what I saw. So like, what's the point? So that's not worth it. But at least what's worth it is showing you guys what this can do on the creative side. And stick with me because I really want to show you this. And I also want to show you how battery life just sucks. So importing images into Lightroom. It's not the slowest thing in the world. It's actually pretty fast, but Lightroom is it's a bit slow. Editing pictures is quite laggy and changes take time to reflect on the pictures. It's not the smoothest of experiences at all. And then if you want to open up a picture on Photoshop, not only does Photoshop take time to open, but applying simple changes like like playing with the spot healing brush tool takes forever. And then comes DaVinci, which I did feel like I had to close everything running in the background. After opening it up, loading my keyboard presets and my LUT, I connected to our local server so I could load our latest test setup video timeline. Look, it really isn't ideal for creative work. Working with so much lag is not the best of things. I do think that if you load files that aren't as heavy as ours, you can definitely sort of get by. I think using it to learn some video editing tools is great, but once your workflow starts to evolve, you'll definitely need a new computer. Not only that, but remember the battery is just not good at all. By 11:52, I was already at 43%. Yo, in just like 40 minutes, we went from 90% to 43%. That's insane. This thing definitely needs a new battery.
There's just one thing we haven't done with the laptop yet, and that's opening it up. To be honest, more than anything, I just want to see how dirty it is inside. And also SSD speeds. I didn't run SSD speeds yet. Maybe I'll just put them somewhere here. And then maybe I'll compare them to the M4 Mac Mini. I think that makes sense. Let's just open this baby up.
I gotta hit on with an update. Okay. I've been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit it when you went the front gate. They act like that. Hold up. Guess I gotta hit on with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Act like that. Guess I gotta hit him with the...
I've never seen fans like this in my life. You're cleaning this stuff for sure will make temperature a bit better. It's all freaking dusty. Obviously, he's never opened it. There's no reason for him to open it, but that's wild. And this here is what cost $400 to replace this whole entire thing. This needs a proper freaking cleanup. What do you guys think? Not bad. I wish I had more proper tools to clean this whole thing up. And if I had time, I would dismantle the whole motherboard and just clean the back and everything. But not too bad. It's looking pretty good. And the plate here too. Pretty clean. Look, by no means is this a bad laptop. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to portray or anything like. So what I do like about this is that, well, for $500, $350 US, you get a laptop that, you know, maybe this is for someone that wants to learn iOS development and doesn't want to spend too much money because that person's not sure whether or not they're gonna like it, or wants to code here and there. It's a great laptop for that, surf the web and everything like that. But you know, the only thing is that battery is really, it's not good at all. And it's gonna cost you around $320 plus tax in Canadian. So, you know, it's almost the same amount of money I paid for this laptop, which then brings you to like the $800, $900. Not worth it, because on Marketplace, I did see, if I recall, I did see a MacBook Air M1 for $700 that was used. But if you need an Intel-based machine for your programming work, then it's not a bad solution. Now, for that amount of money, of course, don't expect this to be your portable solution with that battery life. Of course, you gotta babysit it. You gotta take things one step at a time, because you can't be opening everything and just start working. Things are gonna lag, it's gonna slow down. I think Mac OS is getting a lot more complex, apps are getting more complex, they take a lot more resources, which is why these type of machines, they tend to lag with time more and more. More than anything though, on my end, I just wanted to see how much money it would take for me to get something like this, a laptop that once upon a time used to cost $2,800 US. I think we got it for a decent price. I mean, the whole laptop practically works. The screen could be cleaned up a bit more. Battery is the only issue. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. Definitely not going to be a daily for me because we create content a lot and it's not a machine for that. Let's just put it that way. These are the type of experiments I wish I had the time to do more, because these are fun videos to make and I can really put my knowledge to the test on live. And they're a lot more entertaining for sure. That being said, I think I might just spend the rest of the day trying to install the emulator and see if it works on this and how it runs. If you guys have enjoyed this video, subscribe, give it a like, thumbs up, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Cool. Start a game on this.
Remember back then the trade, you have to have the adapter?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
It's true.
You have to plug it in the bottom of your gateway.
Oh my god, yeah. The adapter. Yeah.